Still not hearing it, dude.
Here it comes.
1, 2, 3. I got a story once was told. 2 young boys going to the liquor store where they sold their souls. And I got a story.
Hello, welcome to the Wet Bandits Podcast, where Slammy and Weezee are several drinks deep. We're in a bit of a marathon recording session.
It's 6:30 in the morning. We're watching the sun come up.
Oh boy, we're both about to go to work.
Yeah.
Oh my God, driving drunk to work. Just kidding, it's not happening.
Yeah.
It's evening. We're at Nostalgia Brewing in Gahanna, where we will both be Ubering home.
Yes.
They do not condone drunk driving, and we are recording our 3rd episode of the day. Sans guest. That's Latin for without a guest.
SB, dude.
Yeah.
BS. Sorry.
Yeah. It's shitbowl, man. It's shitbowl. Yeah. So we were supposed to have a guest. For this episode, his name was Kevin Brennan. He ate some bad shrimp. If you listen to the last episode, you can hear all about it. He's pooping out his butt and his mouth. And Kevin, you can eat shit. You can take that shit that went out your butt and your mouth and put it back in your mouth and eat it. That's right.
I'm wheezing.
Kevin, we're not mad. We'll have you on later. But
only if you show up.
Only. Okay. Anyway, we've been rolling right along today. Now this is going to be 2 weeks after for you. The last episode we recorded One Hot Minute, and then we recorded Californication. To us, mere hours ago, but to you, the listener, weeks ago, as we roll through the Red Hot Chili Peppers discography. This is the Wet Bandits Podcast. I'm Weezee. That's
Slammy. B, Slam Jam for short.
That's right. And we do a 90s discography podcast nowadays where we take 90s bands and we roll through their discography and we look at how the band evolves and changes. And what was that? There was the sound. It sounded like a trumpet.
It was an elephant, dude. Check this out.
That was not an elephant. That was Sam's mouth and trunk. That was really good. Are you a champion elephant caller?
Dude, I learned it from my dad, dude.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Dude, when we were little, like, he used to, like, make up this story, like, there's, like, a cornfield behind our house.
Yeah.
And he would say that, like, we'd sit around the fire in the summer and how the farmer was, like, getting the crops, you know, and the combine stopped. And there's a glacier, and the farmer went to go knock on the glacier, and the mammoth burst out. And then all of a sudden, there was a loose, woolly mammoth in Hardin County.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
And then what happened?
I don't know.
That seems like an important part of the story. What happened after the woolly mammoth got loose?
Well, at that point, when you're just like kids, like,
yeah,
you're
like, holy moly.
5 years old, you're like,
wow. Crazy, Dad. Huh, that's funny. Yeah.
I think, like you said, like it went downtown, and then, like, the woolly mammoth went downtown. He had a jam sesh with the mayor.
As he would. As a woolly mammoth would.
Yeah.
So, that brings us to the 3rd album we're going to cover today.
Was that too much?
No, it was great. I love it. Don't question yourself.
I'm not, dude. I'm just asking.
The date is, as I accidentally minimized this, July 9th, 2002. The album is By the Way. It was released on that day. Do you want to take a stab? I would only ask you this because
Nickelback.
No, but we've talked about it in a previous episode we recorded. Number 1 song, July 9th, 2002. It's not Nickelback.
White Stripes.
We mentioned this artist
White
earlier
Stripes.
today.
White Stripes.
Nope.
we
did not mention them today.
Yeah, it's
Hot and
is it Buck Cherry?
no. We did mention them earlier.
I don't know.
Nelly, hot in here.
Oh,
So hot and
yeah.
so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. I want to take my clothes off. I'm pretty sure that the listeners really love it when I sing. I'm pretty sure they do. I mean, I have no proof, but like,
Dude, so like when I was like middle school, I went to this concert with a couple friends and we met Nelly. And I didn't even know who he
you
was.
met Nelly?
No, I'm just
Did
kidding.
he have? Oh, that works right into our segment perfectly of "Do You Lie, Bro?" Where last episode or 2 episodes ago, I said your best lies are the ones where like it's possible it happened, but you're actually lying. That one was actually more far-fetched than a lot of your lies, so I fell for that one. But, bro,
Bro,
do you lie?
Do you lie? Do you lie?
Well, spoiler alert, if you haven't listened to the other 2 episodes already, like, I can't think of a moment where I've lied recently.
Okay, I know a lie.
Okay, hit me with it. You've been on vacation and you had a hard time thinking of a lie.
When I went and got the Fireball shots, I knew they were make green tea. But I got the Fireball shots.
You
anyway.
asshole. You asshole. We could have had delicious green teas.
Yeah.
And instead you ordered Fireballs for us. What a piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Oh my God.
That was a cold stone lie.
All right. Well, let me think of a lie. All right. Here's a lie.
Did that make you pissed?
No.
All right.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can think of a lie. What are some things that have happened in my life recently? We had a gig at the barn, but that went well. I don't have any lies to say about that.
Yeah.
Jeff our bass player texted me today, or no, he called, and I was like, hey, I'll call you right back. Still haven't called him.
Uh-huh.
That's not a lie. I did intend to call him, but I didn't do it.
Yeah.
It's now a solid 10 hours later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I just got busy at work.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to call him. No lies there. I don't think I've lied that recently. So, I got nothing. Next week, hit us up for our Do You Lie, Bro segment.
do you lie?
Do you lie? Now I'm going to start thinking more about my lies. We just started this bit today, and we just happened to be recording 3 straight episodes, so it's kind of hard to fulfill our lie quota for today. So I already said that July 9th, 2002, Hot and Her was the #1 song on the Billboard charts. The #1 mainstream rock song, As Adrift and I by Puddle of Mud.
Ooh.
Yeah, really bad. By the way, ends up #1 like a week later.
Yeah.
But at this specific time, it was Drift and Die by Puddle of Mud. So we're
This
we're
is
right
getting,
in the middle of new metal.
This is it's getting interesting.
Yes, yeah. I'm really enjoying looking at these, especially the mid '90s. Like we're into the 2000s
Well,
now.
that's funny because I'm more into like the 2000s.
Right.
You know, I'm like.
Do you remember Drift and Die?
No, I do remember Puddle of Mud though.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah.
You know,
I wasn't a fan.
I shouldn't shit on Puddle of Mud quite like that. Like, Jeff, our bass player, who we've just mentioned minutes ago, he follows like their bass player on. Jeff's not on social media, so I don't know how. But on a website, I guess I don't know. But he sort of follows their bass player, and apparently their bass player is really into like classic basses and like.
Oh, really?
Good, like, authentic tone and stuff.
Yeah.
So apparently their bass player is, like, not an idiot.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm kind of, I respect them a little bit, but that song's not great. Drift and Die, like, I don't know. #1 album, do you have a guess at who it would be? This is kind of a
Jet.
theme. No.
No.
The theme is that usually the #1 song and the #1 album go together. Like, 2 episodes ago, Gangsta's
Godsmack.
Paradise was the #1 song, and Dangerous Minds
I don't
soundtrack
know,
was the
dude.
#1 album. Nellyville.
Oh,
So you had the #1 single with Hot in Here, and the #1 album was Nellyville. So Nelly hitting it big right now in 2002. But we are talking about the album By the Way, which we have, gosh, we've gone through so many Chili albums now.
Yeah.
What are we on, like 7?
Yeah.
Should we count them again? I think we should. Self-titled, Freaky Styley, Uplift Mofo Party Plan. Uplift Mofo Party Plan, that's number 3.
Mother's Milk.
Mother's Milk. Blood
Sugar-
Sugar Sex Magic. One Hot Minute. Californication. Number 8 is By the Way. This is one that I did not... I said at the beginning of this podcast that if I liked... I bought the self-titled album, and then if I liked it, I'd buy the next one. And I had Californication. I've had it since it came out. But I own Stadium Arcadium. I never bought By the Way. In fact, in my head, I thought By the Way was after Stadium Arcadium.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I did not realize it
Dude,
came
you said I
between-
was wrong.
I'm sure I did, because I thought you were. I have...
You're wrong.
No, I am wrong. Dude, are you ever wrong?
All the time.
Dude,
Sometimes
I was
I'm wrong on purpose.
I was wrong. But I had zero interest in By the Way when it came out.
Dude,
Zero.
Same. There's only a couple, like, hits off that album. I know I bought Stadium Arcadium before, By the Way.
Me,
And I know
obviously.
I bought By the Way before One Hot Minute, but I bought their newer stuff before I bought By the Way.
Yeah. By the Way has... We talked about One Hot Minute kind of having like weird Chili Peppers cover art. And we also talked about Californication a
Yeah.
little bit, having that. But the Californication cover art is like, I would say objectively artistic and like pretty.
It's cool.
And One Hot Minute is just sort of weird, but I like it. The By the Way is, if you haven't seen it, it's like a sort of like a, what do you call it when it's like a negative photograph? Like things that look black look white.
Contrast?
Yeah, no, like it's the negative of a black and white photo of like a woman where her eyes are like blacked out and she's topless.
It looks like a art piece.
It does, but I
Yeah.
don't like it. Which
So-
has nothing to do with the album, but it shouldn't have anything to do with the album. But it immediately, like a fault of mine is that I sometimes judge books by their cover, and it immediately puts me like, I don't like where I'm beginning from.
Yeah, so this album is definitely every band. I would say like every band who has like a career, like 25 years, 20 years plus, has an experimental album, and this is that album.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think this is more experimental than One Hot Minute?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. I'm not disagreeing.
And it's just like, look at Saint Anger. That's a experimental album.
Yeah, that's a good
itself,
point.
Like
That's a good
every
point.
band has something like that where they kind of went off the rails.
Yeah.
Whether they were bored, they didn't know what else to do. The Chili Peppers just came off of like, mad success with
Right.
Californication. So
Yeah.
probably a badass tour. Honestly, it was like really soon after that. I mean, it's like 2002. That's
a little less than 3
I mean,
years.
like, they had to make it pretty fast. If not, they like did it while they were on the road.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. I also read that the melodies, guitar parts, bass parts, this is pretty much just a John Frusciante album.
Probably.
Obviously, Flea's going to add some flair
Yeah.
to what Frusciante might have dictated, but for the most part, this is like a John Frusciante solo album with the Red Hot Chili Peppers as his backing band. That might be boiling it down a little too simply, but
Which could be true due to the history of the band.
Right.
He's like, if I'm going to stay in the band, we got to explore these ideas.
yeah. Well, let's just start with the title track from the very beginning.
Yeah.
This is how the album kicks off.
Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on, heavy glow. By the way, I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for Danny the girl is singing songs to me beneath the marquee. Overload. Stick knife, car chop, con job, boot cut. Skin that flick, she's such a little DJ. Get that quick, my street, but on the freeway. Turn that trick to make a little leeway. Beat that nick, but not the way that we play. Dogtown, bloodbath, ribcage, soft tail. Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on, heavy glow. By the way, I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for.
That's a really good chorus.
It is. So this is the kind of song where when the Chili Peppers play live, they always play this as their last song. Then they go on for the encore.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess it's a good song to end on.
Yeah.
I'm biased because I don't love it.
It sounds like it should be on Californication.
It kind of does.
Californication.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it does.
It has that roots.
I think part of me too is wishing that there was a little bit more evolution from Californication into By the Way.
Yeah. Well, I think there
It sounds too
are
much like Californication to me.
talking about like the deep tracks, I feel.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird ass songs on this album.
Yeah. Do you have any in mind?
Just play the next song.
The very next one?
Yeah.
The very next one actually ends up being the fourth or fifth single from this album. This is Universally Speaking,
Oh yeah.
which I was shocked that this is a single.
Yeah. So,
Saw
sounds a
your
little bit-
face.
so this almost sounds like
This sounds like 60s pop.
some Talking Heads or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, you're right.
You know what
you
I mean?
hit
Some
it better
weird
than
punk,
I did.
like
Yeah.
kind of.
This does sound like Talking Heads.
Yeah.
You fucking nailed that. Like when I think of it, I think of like kind of like I said, like a 60s like B-level pop song. But
Yeah.
You're right. This sounds like Talking Heads.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like on this album, you have like a lot of noises hovering around. Like
You do.
towards the end, like you have this weird like keyboard thing going around. If you know what I'm talking about.
Right here.
Nah,
Wait, that's the backup vocals.
I think it would be after this chorus.
Yeah. I hate the vocal line on this. Like the way I get, this is such a nitpicky thing, but like the way, the cadence he has to use to get Universally Speaking into the, like, Universally Speaking, like, I don't like how that fits lyrically or melodically into the song.
This part, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, this is good.
Yeah. Is that a guitar?
I think it is. And actually, when we were talking in the One Hot Minute episode, and I was saying that Dave Navarro kind of makes a lot of cool sounds just like with a very limited number of effects pedals and modulation pedals. This is exactly what I was thinking of. Like Frusciante is using effects pedals there to get exactly what he wants, and it sounds cool. Like I'm not going to begrudge him that. But I was trying to elevate Dave Navarro there a little bit, like to say like he's getting cool sounds with a very limited spectrum of guitar effects. Frusciante is using a wide range of guitar effects, but he's also getting much more out of that than Dave Navarro could get out of his One Hot Minute rig. This song, the fact that this is a single, like, this song is just okay. It does not need to be a single to me.
I'm pretty sure this
take.
song's on the greatest hits too.
Universally speaking,
That's
is
what
on
I'm
the
talking
greatest
about.
hits.
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me.
That's what I'm talking about.
I can't believe that. Well, the greatest hits, I saw this when I was reading up on this album a little bit. The greatest hits album did come out immediately following this album.
Yeah.
So you would expect, like, the greatest hits to sort of, like, favor the most recent things that came out. But this was the 5th single. Like,
yeah.
I'm sure not. Did 5 songs off By the Way go on the greatest hits?
Is Don't Forget Me a single?
I don't believe so. Oh, no, it is not.
Okay. I don't know. We'll have to go.
Do you want to go through the singles, or do you want to go through the next song?
Next song. Next song.
The next song is a little ditty called This Is the Place.
Oh, they still play this live.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good one.
It's definitely not bad.
This is the place where all the junkies go, where time gets fast, but everything
So, like,
gets slow.
a lot of more effects are in this album.
Right.
All right,
For
good next song.
Frusciante, right?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Next song.
Yeah, are you not into this song that much?
I like it.
It's fine. But
You're
I'm
trying
with
to go to
you.
the chorus?
I don't have that much else to say about it. The chorus is not that strong to me. Like, it's listenable, but here's the chorus. Flea saves the song. Now, I don't know if Frusciante wrote this in, but all Flea does is start basically doubling.
Yeah.
The do 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 instead of do do do. He's a do 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 do, and that gives it so much more flow. So the song's a lot better there. But I'm lukewarm on it. The 4th song is a single. It's called Dosed, which
Oh, yeah.
this one is like, this is Stadium Arcadium.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
no,
this song belongs on
you're
Stadium
right.
Arcadium.
I got dosed by you, and closer than most to you. And what am I supposed to do? Take it away. I never had it anyway. Take it away, and everything will be okay.
This is a good song.
I really like this one.
Dude, now, like, I'm starting to think, like, these, a different period. So, like, what I'm thinking is, like, I'm thinking the first 4 albums are in a group. Blood Sugar Sex Magic is in its own.
Yeah.
One Hot Minute is in its own.
Yeah.
Then Californication, By the Way, and Stadium Arcadium are in its own.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, this is good.
This is Frusciante sing,
Right.
right?
All I ever wanted was your life.
I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be karaokeing this.
Dude,
What an
it's hard
asshole.
not to, man.
I know, it's a singable song. It's really good. This song is good. I think it sounds like it belongs on Stadium Arcadium.
Yeah, that.
It definitely has. I make fun of Anthony Kiedis every now and then for, one, rhyming states, using states to make easy rhymes, and ending lines of your verses with and. He does that a lot, and it's really in this song. Here, listen again.
What am I supposed to do? Take it
Oh, that was the last line. Hold on, let me. Sorry, hard pause. What I just played was the last line where he stops doing that. But if you hear the first 3, here we go.
I got dosed by you, and
Oh yeah. I know what you're saying now.
closer than most to you, and what am I
he also does that a lot on Stadium Arcadium. So it becomes a crutch he leans on a little bit to.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like helps him write a melody, kind of, or what.
I think that, but I think he uses it like, and there's more, and
true. Like I don't.
Sometimes I like an art. I wouldn't call it sloppiness, but it's like, I don't care. I want to. It's like instead of just saying it like that, like a normal, is like and.
Yeah.
And like.
I wish he didn't do it so often.
Yeah.
Like if by the way was the last album he did that on, well, like okay, it's only on Dosed and it's fine, but he does it multiple times.
I see what you're saying with that. Yeah.
It's not the worst crime ever committed.
But it's
me.
like this Anthony Kiedis signature. It
is a bit of a signature. So just rolling right through, the next song is "Don't Forget Me," which is not a single, but
this is a cool
good
song.
tune. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good start. I like how this starts.
The bass, power chords, man. The drums are really good in this song too.
I'm an ocean in your bedroom.
This is actually why, like, one of the reasons I bought this album.
This song?
Yeah, because
it sounds like he's just in an empty bar singing. All that reverb, like.
Well, dude, just think of this message. Don't forget me.
Yeah.
Make the snow fall up from underneath your feet.
He's echoing, dude.
Not alone.
Don't forget. Rock, dude.
I'll be there. Tell me when you wanna go.
And that, like, shredding is, like, not too much at all.
Right. Yep.
It's like the mix is so good.
Right. You're right. Oh, this is, by the way, we haven't mentioned another Rick Rubin joint.
Yeah. By
so
the
now
way,
we're looking at Blood Sugar Sex Magic, One Hot Minute, Californication, and now we're on our fourth Rick Rubin produced album. By the way, do you want to move to the next one?
Dude, I like this song a lot.
You want to hear it some more?
No, it's okay.
All right, because we're about to move our second. Dosed was the fourth single.
Okay.
This was the second single.
Oh, the Zephyr song. They play this live.
Yeah, this song sucks.
So like there's this side to the Chili Peppers now, which they do like later on. Like they use like these samples and stuff like that.
What's a sample on this?
Play
the drums?
Yeah. Play at the beginning. You hear that like.
Yeah. Oh,
hip-hop.
This is making me sad. Hold on. Here we go. Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, that's a sample.
But they do that in newer records now.
Do you like that, or does that bug the shit out of you?
So
Chad Smith could play that on a bass, on a kick.
I mean, that's what he's doing. I mean, he's just playing.
When he does it live.
It's like a probably. I don't think he does it live. He might. I don't know. But I'm all for a band like capturing an audience. Like so like maybe they're trying to reaching for someone else at this, which is like why I think this album is more experimental.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying new stuff without having any history.
All right. Yeah, I get it. The melody is good on the chorus. Whoop.
And what is a Zephyr? No one knows really what that is. You know what I mean? It's like the wind or something. I don't know. Is that what it is?
Well, I actually thought it had some meaning. But after you asked, I feel like I had to look. The definition of Zephyr, according to Merriam-Webster, is just a breeze from the west. A gentle breeze. I always envision a horse, like a Pegasus type thing.
That's what that's totally what a Zephyr is. Yeah. It has to be.
So, I don't know if we're wrong.
I mean, that makes sense, like west and breeze riding on a horse towards the east.
Right, right. Yeah. So,
or going to the west. I don't know. Whichever way the horse wants to go.
I think we're right. I am not. This song's fine. But
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I respect
okay,
the Zephyr.
yeah.
Respect.
You want to move to the third single? The third single on the album, fourth that we've heard.
I'm all about the album structure.
This is the next song.
Oh yeah, tits. A song you can't forget. Don't go, dude. I want to jam.
Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Chop top, it says I'm gonna win big. Choose not a life of imitation. Distant us into the reservation. Defunct the pistol that you pay for. This punk the feeling that you stay for. In time, I want to be your best friend. Eastside love is living on the West End. Knocked out before you better come to. Don't die, you know the truth is some do. Go write your message on the pavement. Burn so bad, I wonder what the wave meant. White heat is screaming in the jungle. Complete the motion if you stumble. Go ask the dust for any answers. Come back strong with 50 belly dancers. The world I love, the tears I've dropped to be part of the wave. Can't stop. Ever wonder if it's all for you? The world I love, the trains I hop to be part of the wave. Can't stop. Come and tell me when it's time to. Sweetheart is bleeding in the snow cone. So smart she's leading.
Well, you love that one?
Dude, it's jamming, dude.
The chorus to me is a little too reminiscent of Around the World. You know how it's like, the verses are different, but like how they transition into each other. The chorus and the
I see what you're
verses.
saying.
Yeah, like I feel like you could come out of the verse of "Can't Stop" and just be like, I know, it's you," you know, and it'd be like kind of the same thing. I just don't. It's fine. I'm not emotionally moved by any of these
Dude,
singles.
I am, because this was the song that everybody knew jamming in anybody's basement. Like when I would jam with anybody new. You know what I mean? Like this was
Sure.
like the Mustang Sally. You know what I mean?
That's funny. If you don't know live music, you might not realize that like any assholes who are starting a garage band all know how to play Mustang Sally.
Yeah.
And like that's like the litmus test. Like,
Yeah.
can you play? Well, how about some Mustang Sally, you asshole?
Superstition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not quite Mustang Sally level.
no.
Brown-eyed
no.
girl.
Brown-eyed girl. Yeah, Jesus Christ. No, that's a good call, and I do like similar to Californication. Like, Can't Stop. They don't mess with whatever John Frusciante does on
Yeah.
guitar. Like, it's not super clean. The like that's not easy to play on guitar because there's a lot of jumping across
Yeah,
strings and
yeah.
stuff. Like, so, and it's not the cleanest thing in the world, and they let it be messy, which I kind of like.
That's the only way to play it.
Yeah,
like I see
I'm
it
just
like
not crazy about the song.
so like on a guitar, you're not trying to pick those notes clean. You know, you're scraping it
Yeah.
and like palm muting the notes, right?
Yeah.
Is that how you would play that song?
Yeah, somewhat like half and half.
Yeah.
You know, the lower ones you would palm mute, and the higher ones you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Usually, at least that's how I would do it.
Yeah.
You'd let the higher ones ring out.
Dude.
So, for those of you who aren't guitar players, palm muting is when you kind of rest your picking hand on the string, so you still hear the note, and it's pretty much the same, but it doesn't ring out the same way. It doesn't
wait.
hang over the other notes.
I'm talking about opposite.
Oh.
So like your picking hand or your note hand is like creating that raking.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's rakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because when I see him live, he's like, you know,
so
he's-
it's like dun 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 rick a rake, dun dun no.
he's just playing it, man, like that
Oh, okay.
within one rhythm.
Oh, okay. So he's not palm muting at all.
No, he's not like picking out the notes. He's just like playing it like you're strumming like an acoustic guitar.
Huh. I'd have to hear that live, because I get what you're saying, but like using a
it doesn't sound like
full-fledged
that.
like strum, yeah, that would be different. Move to the next one.
Yeah.
I Could Die For You is the next one, which I kind of like. I mean, it's a little cliche, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, this is when the album gets weird.
100%. This is where things start to go weird.
Something inside the cards I know is
I wonder if Frusciante did the like synth.
I think he literally did everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for the drums. Yeah.
Oh, the bass?
Yeah, the bass too.
He did the bass?
Yeah. That's what I read. Now, obviously, I don't think he's telling Flea, like, you got to play this right here.
Yeah.
But I think he probably...
This is what I want. This is like...
Yeah. Yeah. That's the impression I got.
I'm here to be your only goal.
The song's fine.
Yeah.
In some ways, I like it as one of the best ones, because it's kind of different.
It is like... Yeah, I don't know. That kind of blows my mind, man, that he was like in control of the album.
I know. I don't mean to... I threw you for a loop here in the middle of it.
Yeah. But I can kind of like hear it now. Like, would Flea really do that?
Yeah.
Here? You know?
Right. That's funny you say that. I think the same thing about this song, actually. This is Midnight?
Dude, this is what I'm talking about. This album's experimental.
This is weird.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I love how this song starts. I do. But this is kind of what I mean about like all these like offbeats that Flea's playing on. That sounds like a guitar player told him.
well, this could
Like,
be
here's
a thing.
what you should do.
This could be a thing here too. Is you know what's going on here is like you know, like Radiohead and Coldplay have reached the max.
Oh, this does sound.
You know what I
yes.
mean? You know, so like they're like, what do you do in this time? You know, you try to fit in.
That's so observant. I wish I'd have thought of that point, because that's 100% true. Like, that part sounds like a Radiohead
Yeah.
or Coldplay, like dumbed down a little bit.
Dude, I'm not getting you my headphones, bro.
Me at all?
I could just cut out.
How about right now? You hear
All
me
right.
now?
Yep.
I might have stepped on him a little bit. Yeah. I
But
don't know.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like that's the only excuse. Not that they need one, but
Yeah.
like that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Again, I'm not trying to like crap on these songs,
Yeah.
but they're just like, they don't do it for me.
It's
quite
so
as
not
much.
chilly.
Yeah. Throw Away Your Television is next, which is like an
This is a weird
interesting-
one.
Yeah, it's weird too.
This is kind of Stadium Arcadium too.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Throw away your
They still play this, I think.
Do they?
Yeah. It'd make a good like arena song with the drums.
Yeah.
For its collision now. It's a repeat of a story told. It's a repeat, and it's getting old. Throw away your television, make a break, big intermission.
Again,
It's a repeat.
it's a repeat. It's fine. Cabron.
Yeah, I like how they have Oh, yeah.
Good sounds to start this one, you know?
Is that
I love
is that
that.
12 string?
It sounds like it, yeah.
Cabron, 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 cabron. I see you in the park, you're always wearing Dodger blue. Mad Dog and me and anyone from any other crew. I am small but I'm strong, I'll get it on with you if you want me to. What else can I do? Everyone would take a cue from anything you do if you want them to. What else can they do? I don't want to fight, I want to get along with you.
So, obviously, this song reminds me of Senorita from Rise of the Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
No, not really. But it does have that, like, sort of Latin
Yeah.
feel. Obviously, it's called Capron.
Yeah.
Like, intentionally, it's supposed to have, like, a little bit of a Hispanic tilt
Yeah.
to it.
I like it.
I like that one, too. It's different.
Yeah.
These are all weird.
Experimental,
different-
man.
Yep. You're right. I didn't notice it. Maybe I was looking at it the wrong way when I was listening to it. Like, I wasn't looking at it to be experimental. Actually, I was looking for it to be exactly the same.
Like they were able to take a risk.
Yeah.
You know, they had a few hits on it, so they're like, all right, let's take a risk or something.
Yeah, that's a good point. This, I think I was going to say it's the longest song on here, but this is actually the second longest track on here.
This sounds like the Beatles.
It does a little bit.
This is my time, this is my tale. I can see clearly now that this is not a place.
You like Tear?
playing solitaire.
I don't really care for it.
I don't like that he rhymes Tear with Solitaire. I don't know why it bothers me, but it does. I don't love it either. We're skipping it. Now we're on Mercury. I said this before.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
They're like on this like Hispanic.
Yeah, I'm
jam.
over the horns, though.
Yeah.
I'm over... I'm not into the horns.
When was the last time we heard horns?
I
Was that
think
Blood Sugar Sex Magic?
Yeah. But I think when I said I was over horns was Mother's Milk.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, hey, quit with the horns, okay? We're over that. But they are definitely still on Blood Sugar Sex Magic a little bit.
What you're going through, like a girl who only knew a child was through. Memories of
So this sounds more like Senorita to me than the other.
This sounds more what?
Like Senorita to me than...
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I only said that about Cabron because it's named Cabron for one.
Uh-huh.
And the guitar is very, like...
Very, yeah.
The style is
Very
kind of
hello,
just-
lady.
Yeah, but it's obviously not a nylon
Senorita.
string guitar or anything.
Yeah.
The next song is Minor Thing, which I actually kind of like this song.
There's a lot of chords, like songwriting on this album.
Yeah, which I'm not as excited about.
Yeah, there's less riffage.
Yes, exactly.
And there's quite a few more songs on this record, right?
Yeah, this is like 16.
Yeah.
16 songs. It's a lot for a record.
Yeah.
You got anything to say about this one?
No.
No, me neither. Here comes Warm Tape. Another weird intro.
Like Talking Heads, you know. He's a big fan of Talking Heads. Frusciante.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Deliver for me, my darling. I'm pushing up to you. A river that runs right through you. Swim for your smile in a blue rock pouring. Make it for me, baby, you won't be sorry. Shiver for me now.
You like Worm Tape?
Deliver for
I don't know, nothing really in particular about it.
Me neither. Here, and the last song is Venice Queen.
I like this song.
I do too. They know how to start an album. They also usually know how to end
Yeah.
it too.
Chad Smith is also good at this kind of drumming too, like they call-
Super straight.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
boom, ah.
Like no swing to it.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah.
But it flows nice. Dude, this sounds like fucking Radiohead, man.
It does a little bit.
A little bit. That's
A lot bit?
yeah, I think so.
No, you're right. The weird thing is, for someone who loves 90s music so much, I don't know Radiohead that well.
Yeah.
Like, I was never a Radiohead fan, so it's hard for me to compare. But
I mean, until it gets into the vocals, then you know it's
Sure.
Chili Peppers.
this is why the podcast is so good, because I would never have been like, oh, here's this really experimental album.
Yeah.
I would have just been like, here's something where they tried to do Californication and just fucked up. But you're right. You are correct. This is them trying to do different things that I don't personally love.
Right. Right.
That doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just means it's like I'm
Yeah.
not that into it.
I mean, you gotta love a band for who they are.
Yep.
And I respect that they like went this route. You know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you like this better or worse than Californication?
Oh, worse.
Yeah.
I mean,
what about Stadium Arcadium?
I'm a big fan of Stadium Arcadium.
Stadium Arcadium rules.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like that's where they were at. We'll talk about it later, but
Yeah.
they were at their peak. Stadium Arcadium.
Stadium Arcadium,
Like, just like what the band was doing.
to steal what my favorite podcast, Blank Check, says, Stadium Arcadium fucks.
Yeah.
Man, it fucks. Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
But is this better for you than One Hot Minute? Like, if I was going to pull a CD out and put it in my player, I'd pull One Hot Minute 10 out of 10 times.
I don't know, because there's a lot of diversity on this album.
Sure.
I think I would pick this one over One Hot Minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really do.
All right. So I think that might be like our meridian.
Yeah.
Like our line of
Yeah.
demarcation. Like,
Definitely.
One Hot Minute, by the way, that's like, are you better or worse than those two albums? So we both agree Stadium Arcadium's better, Californication's better, but maybe when we get to the end of this whole thing, we're like, oh, well, where does Uplift Mofo Party Plan fall? For me, Uplift Mofo Party Plan
We'll
probably
wait
is
for the
ratings, the last
Yeah.
episode.
the Mount Rushmore.
The Mount Rushmore, yeah. All right. Well, with that, I think it's time for Cover Cut Hidden Gem. So when we are talking singles, we are looking at, by the way, the Zephyr song, Can't Stop, Dosed, and Universally Speaking. So I'll go over those again when we get to Hidden Gem. But if you were going to cover one,
Can't
if we
Stop,
were going to cover
without a doubt.
Can't Stop, I think I'd choose By the Way. I hate to say
Yeah.
it.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's not my favorite song on here,
Yeah.
but we would do it well. Can't Stop would be my second choice. What would you cut? There's so many that I could cut.
Something after like the last half of the album.
Yeah. I would cut Terror. I think Terror's boring as
Play
hell.
that again.
That's the one. That's this one. I'm gonna go to the.
Oh, the Beatles sounding one?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And I can never pick which one
I know you have a tough time with.
I really do.
The problem with me for Terror is that it never reaches what it's trying to be, which is like this triumphant, like Beatles sounding tune, like you're talking about.
It almost sounds like Oasis too.
Yeah, kind of. Well, Oasis are kind of trying to sound like the Beatles.
Yeah.
So I would say the problem with Terror is that it never gets as good as Tearjerker. It never gets as good as
I see what you're saying. Like
Savior
for that slot,
Yeah.
you know, it's not doing its justice.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'd cut it. But
I don't know.
I could choose another.
Probably one of those Hispanic. I mean, nothing against it, but like, how many can
On
you
Mercury.
have on an out? Yeah,
This one.
I'd cut that one.
It sucks. Actually, I might cut that one too. I don't know. They both suck. Hidden Gem though, song that wasn't a single, so we can't choose. By the way, universally speaking, Dosed, which I really like. Dosed, the Zephyr song, or Can't Stop. I know what I'd.
Maybe
pick.
the last song, to be honest.
That song is really good. So you might choose Venice Queen.
I was going to pick Don't Forget Me, but I realized how good this song was.
This song's really good.
Yeah.
Which we just played it, so I won't.
Dude,
play
this
it
is
for
what
too
their last album sounds like.
Oh yeah.
Like all the way through.
Is that The Getaway?
Yeah.
Okay. This one's really good. The one I choose is I like Cabron. Even though it's Hispanic sounding,
Yeah.
like I think it's so cool. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Like I like it.
I like it. I like the cadence.
Yeah. Yeah, that one is so different, and I still enjoy it. That I'm into that song. So
Would you drink to it?
Yeah, I would. Which is really the litmus test for any good song,
Yeah,
right?
it really is.
Yeah. So we made it through a marathon session here. We started at like 6:30. It's now almost 10:30.
Let's do another.
I'm not queued up for another. Actually, I am. I'm queued up for the first half of Stadium Arcadium. That could be trouble. Will we record another episode? Who knows? We may or may not. But for now, hey, subscribe, you piece of shit. Rate after that, you asshole. And then review,
Yeah.
you son of a bitch.
And
You know what?
son of a bitch.
It's time
Get
to-
wet.
Two young boys go into the liquor store where they sold their souls.
Hey, yeah. Dude, I'm listening to my own song. Can't hear it. I'm Richard Patrick. What'd you say?
And I got a story. A story once was sold. Two young boys go into the liquor store where they sold their